Yo, what's good, P City? It's your man, Big Rak.
And it's your boy Zero.
And you're tuning in to
Hustle
and
Grind
100.9, baby, here at Noongar Radio. Big round of applause and big shout out to the homie Bass for holding it down. Absolutely locking it down right there.
He's not done yet.
He's not done yet. He's going to come back to round it out a little bit. We wanted to say hello to the track that just had a little sneak peek that just came in before, alright?
Say what's up, my
brother.
Say what
up, man.
Brother.
Yeah. Big up to the ones from OD Clan, man. What's good, brother?
I'm good, bro.
Yeah. And obviously, Dip on the right here.
Yeah, what's good,
What's
brother?
good, famo? What's good?
Yeah, bro. I'm good. Fucking real excited about the release, eh?
Like, dude. Man, we saw the visuals just today, man.
Yeah,
crazy.
Well, shout outs to Just Play, man. He goes hard.
Facts.
Visuals are crazy, man.
He's very collective about his job, you know, and when you're ready to film clip.
That's what's up, man. That's what's up. Yeah, so what was the vibe going into this track, dude?
What were you thinking about? What was your outlook?
Bro, basically, I just wanted to talk about, like, you know, the demons that go on in your mind.
Yeah.
And how you deal with them, like, you deal with them with different, like, aspects.
Yeah.
You don't, like, self-indulge in your own ignorance.
Yeah, I feel you.
You know what I mean? So, like, for example,
so you had to come to terms with a few things.
Yeah, exactly. And, like, you know, sometimes you gotta blow off steam, like, you know, you gotta write, you do this, you do that, instead of fucking, you know?
Yeah.
Just still self-destructing yourself.
Well, man, a lot of the lyrics just talk about some real life stuff, man. Calling people out when they need to be called out, you know, certain things. And not specific people, but, you know what I mean, like, being accountable for your own actions, essentially. And I heard that throughout the whole track, man. I respect that, absolutely, dude.
Do you want to give people, like, a background of where you're from?
Yeah, bro. Well, basically,
what you represent, my brother?
Perth represent forever, cuz, but
yeah.
I'm born in Vietnam. I came over when I was like 7 months.
Yeah.
So like, my dad was a refugee.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was a refugee and he was escaping the war and like basically he flew when he got a visa. He was able to fly me over and my mum.
Man.
Yeah, 7 months and I was like and like it was hectic. I lived in like Melbourne.
Yeah.
And like. You know, back then it was like the Cabramatta and shit, and like you know all them like.
It was rough back then, man.
Like you know, it was hectic, bro. Like, I remember like I didn't even have a bed to sleep on for like a couple months, you know.
Yeah.
And like you know, we just built our way up, and then my dad like he saw that he could have more money opportunity up down in Perth.
Yeah, that's what's up.
He moved down here, and then like you know I've been doing shit ever since.
Yeah. That's what's up, man. And dude, like honestly, with like I was saying before, your lyrics is talking about a lot of real life stuff and. Hearing your story just then, man, you can actually feel that coming through the words.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? And I respect that, dude, because there's a lot of people that share that same story. You know what I mean? Like a lot of people might not know, but I'm a refugee as well, bro. And like, you know what I mean? Like sometimes finding a golden or greener grass on the other side sometimes it definitely makes a difference in your life. You know what I mean?
Straight up, when you see your parents do it, man, that's when
absolutely,
you, like,
man. They work hard,
shit,
dude.
like. You know, like my parents, bro, they worked their ass off and they put me in a good school before, like, they could even get a house. You know what I mean? Like, you know?
I respect that, man. Immigrant parents know what's up.
Straight up.
But yeah, dude, man, give a little bit of insight to like what OD Clan's all about, what your position in OD Clan's all about, and like what you're trying to achieve in the next few months, few years, man. As far as like projects, releases, like you know, shows. What's up, man? What's up the sleeve, my G?
OD's all about like diversity, you know?
Yeah, I guess I'll say it and then I'll let Monk go off. But I guess like OD Clan is like you know, like I've always thought like some family, like you're born into family, but family doesn't also when you face some problems in life, it's not always blood, you know. I guess you create your own little family. I guess when you like whether you're a rider, shout out all the riders out there, or whatever, man. You're a sports team. You create your own little family. So it was quite lucky for OD that with like Shadow coming in, like Bass was always like, yeah, let's like do something. Shadow was quite musical.
Yeah.
Then like Jasper was very musical as well. So that was like the key three. Jasper comes up to us one day, like we're all rhyming, and he's like, yo, man, I got this little Asian kid. He knows how to spit a bit of blase on quiet, man. Like, he's pretty cool. He's a bit quiet once you know him. Yeah, sick, bro. Like, does he want to play a show?
Not quiet. Never.
Yeah. That's surprised me. But it's like, yeah, you want to play a show, seeing this kid spit on grime, you know, because that's sort of where I heard Monk's first music on the grime, you know, Jasper and as Shadow on his grime was all coming up.
Yeah.
And he played 50-50, like pretty soon after that.
Yeah, I remember I was like putting up some like videos of like my freestyles and like Fracture full hit me up. Shout out Fracture.
Yeah,
he hit me up and he was like, bro, fuck your shit. I'm gonna fly over 50-50 and I was like, yeah, cuz, like, I had like fucking $500 in my bank, bro, and I after paid my fucking flight, went straight there, bro, had like fucking like $200.
That's commitment,
and
bro.
lived on fucking sausage rolls and like mee goreng.
Yeah.
He lived at a hostel as well. It was mad, bro.
Yeah,
It was
yeah,
mad.
yeah.
It was mad, but you know,
You
like,
do what you
it
gotta
was
do.
humble,
You
it was
gotta
humble,
change your
humble as I
travel,
loved
right?
it, bro. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Yeah.
for sure, for sure.
That's
And then
what's
I
up.
think the beautiful thing after that was like Monk's always been respected by the older G's of like the scene, you know? Like,
Yeah.
it's the beautiful thing about this track and like all the boys that have been in the studio, like when we're all in the studio at different times, like you see a track come together and you're like, okay, Shadow like getting signed to like Golden Arrow, like we see the stuff and like you see the scene of like music lift and that, you know? So
Yeah.
Monk, we were like, yo, you do a lot of like, you got mad bars, bro, but let's stop filming throwaway bar vids.
Yeah,
And, like,
put
let's
it
actually
into
like,
an actual
Yeah,
project.
let's
like-
make an
like-
actual track.
like
Yeah.
how much would you spend on a video? And we were sort of working it out.
Yeah.
Blah blah blah. And then like we seen it, you know, and that was like the beautiful thing for like a lot of the fans that like have heard Monk's name. They can see that he's there and
Yeah.
he's got music ready to go, you know. So
That's
finally,
what's-
that's the
what's
beautiful
up.
thing.
That's cool,
Right
man.
on.
So to sort of round it out a bit, man. Like, what would you say, like, you want the people out there to know about you
Yeah.
and your music? Like, what's your
Outlook.
your slogan? What's your
Yeah.
message you're trying to give people out there?
Tell them what you told me about like young kids that remind you of you. I reckon that one's good.
Well, like, you know, like, I look at, like, when people are, like, stuck in a nutshell, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, especially, like, when you know, people were, like, suffering from anxiety and shit. I can
Yeah, I've
feel
heard.
like
Word.
you
Yeah.
can have music to express it. If you can't, like, express something because, like, words is hard for you to express,
Yeah.
you know, you can use it as a tool to get your message out
Yeah.
and tell your own story
That's what's up,
in
man.
a way.
what's up,
You
man.
know what I mean? Like, it saved my life, man. It saved my life, you know what I mean? I used to be, like, sad and shit, and
Yeah.
then, you know,
No, dude, I think
one
it's
day you just...
man.
you
Lupe
learn how to
Fiasco
deal
wrote
with
a
it. You learn how
song
to
called
deal with it.
Hip
You
Hop
learn how
Saved
to
My
deal with
Life.
it, bro.
That's it.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah, that's
Straight
what's
up,
up.
straight
That's what's
up.
up.
That's
I was
the
just
word,
saying,
bro.
Lupe Fiasco wrote a song called Hip Hop Saved My Life, and I think anyone that's in the scene at all will understand that. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like,
yeah, yeah.
it's that form of music that's just so real, so raw. Like,
That's
you know what I mean? Like,
facts.
there's no other form of music that allows you to be so up front with
Yeah,
everything.
bro,
you know what I mean?
yeah, bro.
It allows you. It's
Yeah.
a therapeutic
Makes you
process.
advance, you know?
Right,
Yeah,
right.
it's
Right.
very
Right.
very
Right.
cathartic is the word I'm looking
Cathartic,
for.
yeah, that is
exactly.
that is the word.
But yeah, dude, it's dope chatting to you boys. Like, we're obviously gonna get you in through for like a proper sit
Yeah.
down.
Yeah,
but
yeah, of course,
just
of course.
just chatting about the release and stuff. So, do you want to let people know where they're gonna find your stuff and
Any
where they're gonna
shout-outs?
find the release?
Yeah.
Any shout outs? Yeah.
You find all my new shit like on Monk OD Instagram, Monk_OD. That's where like, I'll be posting my new shit because I don't have much.
And
Yeah.
yous know where to find OD's Instagram.
Yeah, bro.
It's tagged
Of course
on the,
we do.
it's tagged on the
Yeah.
show enough.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
If you live in Perth City,
Yeah.
it's not hard to find.
That's what's
That's
up,
up,
man.
yeah.
Shout out to the gang,
Thanks for
boy.
getting us in, boys.
Yeah, yeah.
Nice.
Big
Any
up to
shout
them.
outs you want to give?
Shout out plug. Shout out.
Shout out Perth
Casper.
Plug, shout out Shadow, shout out Lost Soul, shout out Suspect,
Yeah,
shout out
alright.
everyone that rocks OD,
Fucking nice.
shout out,
Shout out the family. cuz.
shout out, Fracture, Scotty Hines, Dime, Alex Jones, Husky Snow.
Yeah, bro.
Oh,
fucking
you know
nice.
who you all are. like.
Yeah. That's
Shout
what's
out.
up.
That's what's up, man. Cheers, boys.
Pleasure
We'll
having
chat to you
you,
all
boys.
soon.
Thanks.
Yeah, yeah.
Cheers,
Cheers
Bob.
for that.
And real quick, we're gonna be playing your track,
Of
right?
course, bro.
Yeah,
of
Yeah.
course.
Let the people know what the name of the track is
Aye.
and
Pick
what we're
or
doing.
choose, brother.
Pick or choose,
All
baby.
platforms. All platforms.
That's what's up. That's what's up.
That's
And
what's
we'll be rounding it out with the big boy in the back there.
The
Bass
one
there.
and only bass.
Yeah. So Bass, say what's up to the people again, man.
What's going on? What's going on? Hope you're enjoying the show so far. This is a Hustle and Grind 100.9.
All right. We'll be right back, people. Peace.